Hey Ali, welcome to our presentation. This is the final presentation for the subject data visualization. This is Simran here, and starting with the introduction, the topic for our presentation is domestic flight delays from New York. So we are going to do the flights delay analysis, and we have taken New York. And why New York? Because it is the city of dreams. It is a very busy city. So before we begin our story and we tell what's there in it, I'm going to take you over through our data set. So this is our data set. We have various fields in it. We have the destination airport, and then we have the flight number, and then we have month and the origin airport, that is the source airport, and then we have tail number, and then we have the field air system delay. That means if there was a air system delay or not, what was the air time, if there was an airline delay, what was the arrival delay, and what was the arrival time, and canceled, if the flight was cancelled or not, the departure delay, the departure time, the distance covered, then we have elapsed time, if there was a late aircraft delay, what was the scheduled arrival for the flight, what was the scheduled departure, and scheduled time, and if there was a security delay or not, taxi in time, taxi out time. So as we are working on the delay analysis, we have a lot of data set to analyze that. Here in the destination airport and the origin airport, we have these abbreviations, and we have connected the other data sets that decode these abbreviations. Like for example, here we have all the airports across USA and their full forms, and in the source airports we have only taken 3 of them because we are only focusing on New York, and these are the airlines that we have taken, the 5 airlines. This was all about our data set, and now from here my teammate Adi is going to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran. When you're about to take a flight to reach somewhere urgently, the only thing that could ruin your entire experience is to know that your flight has been delayed. So let's talk about why flights get delayed. The statement here is traffic is increasing, worsening delays. So what do we mean by this statement? There are a number of factors that are under direct control of the airline carriers, such as aircraft turnaround times, passenger punctuality, technical and crew performance, etc. On the other hand, there are perhaps even more factors that are outside the airline's control, such as weather, air traffic, security, airport conditions, etc. So let's talk about air traffic. As you can see on the chart below, the bar chart, which shows the number of flights from top airlines on a monthly basis. According to this graph, around 20 to 25,000 flights operate on a monthly basis, and this number is huge. So let's jump on to the next chart where we track number of flights that get delayed throughout the year. So the calendar here shows us the number of flights that got delayed on each and every day, and as you can see there were a number of flights that got delayed in the first week of January. There were 158 flights that got delayed on 4th of January, 150 on 6th, 113 on 9th of January, and the same pattern is followed in February as well, March as well, June, September, and December as well. So there was not a single day where the number of flights that got delayed was zero or at least below 25. What does this mean? And if we jump onto the previous chart, as you can see, the number of flights that were operating in the month of January was 21,000, and in the month of December that jumped up to 23,000, which means that in a single year there were 2,000 flights that got increased, which only means that the traffic is increasing. So in reality, as long as airplanes continue to fly, flight delays will be a part of our experience. And according to the Bureau of Statistics, about 20% of the flights are delayed by at least 15 minutes, and increasing traffic will only worsen the situation. Going forward, my teammate Bikram will be taking it over from here. Over to you, Bikram. Thank you.
Thanks, Adil, for your great explanation. Now, before penetrating into the delays and how they are causing and what are the conclusions of the same, first of all, let's discuss about the top 5 airlines in US. Here we can see that we have extracted which are the top 5 airlines, and we have considered only those particular airlines data. Here the data across 2015 constitutes around 2.5 lakhs of flights across bifurcated with these 5 top airlines. The number one is Delta, the coming second one is United Airlines, then JetBlue Airways, then Atlantic, Southeast Airlines, and last but not the least, American Airlines. So here we can see the counts they are carrying across 2015. Now, just getting into about these 5 airlines, we can see that these are huge airlines across even international market as well. They have big aircrafts, they have great sitting capacity, and they penetrates around every single corner of the world with around more than 350 destinations at minimum, with more than 50 countries. So coming to the next part, which is the one of the major part, we have to understand that what are the major delays that are causing within these airlines. So here is a great chart where we can see on the monthly basis we have concluded the frequency of the delays that are of different categories. Here, there are the delays reasons, starting from air system delay, arrival delay, late aircraft delay, weather delay, airline delay, and departure delay, and the last, security delay. But if we see a pattern here that the arrival delay and the departure delay has the highest frequency in all the airlines that we have considered. Just to understand what are arrival delays and departure delays, we have to think dig deeper and understand what taxi out and taxi in. The time duration elapsed between the departure from the origin airport gate and the wheels off is known as taxi out. Here we can see that the taxi out part and the taxi in part. The time duration elapsed between the wheels on and the gate arrival at the destination airport is known as taxi in part. So these here the departure delay and here the arrival delay, if we can curb those two particular delays, then the major uh, delay in the flights can be curbed, and we can put a kind of control over these kinds of delays and ameliorate a problem in a very huge manner.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Amrit and I will be presenting you the cancellation rates and the delay in flights. There is a significant number of cancellations of flights during the said period. There are many reasons for that. Let us review. In our chart here, we can clearly see that weather is the most common reason for the flight cancellations, that is 45.40%. Most of the flights were cancelled in winter, and the adverse weather conditions causes the flights to be cancelled because it seriously impair and endanger the operation of a flight. Next big reason for the cancellation is national air system. Reason for this kind of cancellation could be the continued delay of the flights because there is too much of air traffic. Third major reason for cancellation is airline. The airline cancellation could be because of mechanical issues, missing aircraft, or missing crew. Here's an overview of cancellation rates with respect to airlines. Here we can clearly see that the Atlantic Southeast Airlines have the most number of cancelled flights, that is 6.25%, followed by American Airlines, that is 3.67%, and then JetBlue Airways with 1.97%, Since we have been working with New York and the three airports, which are John F. Kennedy International Airport, LaGuardia Airport, and Newark Liberty International Airport. The map represents the average delay times with respect to each route. For the LaGuardia Airport and the New York Liberty International Airport. If we observe these maps, there you can see that there are a lot more number of routes in New York Liberty International Airport as compared to the other airports. There is a longer delay times in Newark Airport as compared to the other ones. So one of the interesting observations which we can see from these maps is that JFK operates on longer routes, whereas LG operates on shorter routes. And since EWR operates on both longer and shorter routes, which tells that it has more number of routes, this can be the result in the delay of the flights because of the air traffic. Now Abhishek will be explaining the solutions to these delays. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrit. One of the major reasons for flight delay is air traffic. This problem can be overcome by efficient air traffic management. And the diversions are the delay occurred while an airplane is airborne. This can happen due to various reasons like system issue, weather problems, security reasons. The diversion rate for each airline is shown here. As you know, the diversion rate for United Airlines is maximum, and for the JetBlue Airways is the minimum, 0.21% and 0.30%. If the diversion rate is reduced, then the delay will be reduced naturally. Another solution is to improve the efficiency of taxing in and taxing out. This can reduce the delay process as it is crucial and lengthy. The average taxing out time is 24.6 minutes and average departure delay is 13.1 minutes. The air time is independent and the average arrival delay is 4.4 minutes and average taxing in time is 7.6 minutes. The average taxing out time can contribute in departure delay and average taxing in times contributes in arrival delay. The departure and arrival delay can be reduced by operational efficiency of taxing in and taxing out. Let's move on to the next solution. This solution focuses on increasing the ground staff with respect to airport volume. In this process, the ATC air traffic control officers plays the vital role. As you can see that we have employees per runway report, which shows that we have 4,500 employees per runway for LaGuardia Airport. We have 2 runways here, and we have 7,750 employees per runway for John JFK International Airport. We have 4 runways here, and for Newark Liberty International Airport we have 8,333 employees. The average delay for the LaGuardia Airport is 67.34 minutes, and for the JFK Airport 63.01 minutes, and for the Newark Liberty Airport it's 62.64 minutes. As you can see, the number of employees are inversely proportional to the delay for each airport. So we can reduce the delay time by increasing the number of employees. And how can travelers deal with the delays? They can visit the website for avoiddelay.com, where they can see reasons why flights are being delayed. Maybe the reason for flight being delayed is the holiday season or weather issues for that destination. The delay occurs mainly due to late arrival of aircraft and air carrier delay. It is not possible to remove all delays, but we can reduce its occurrence by investing to modernize and expand the aviation infrastructure so that it can accommodate the anticipated growth without large increase in delay.
Okay, thank you all for presenting. And Ellie, this was our presentation. For the sources, we have all these links provided here. The data set is taken from Kaggle, and the information is taken from Wikipedia. Further, This is our team. We are a team of 5 members. This is Adil, this is me, this is Bikram, and then this is Abhishek and Amrit. And thank you so much, Ellie. As it's the end of the semester, we would like to thank you for all your guidance and the knowledge that you have shared with us. Thank you.